Alright, I'm going to show you how to do the 1x1 rib stitch today. This is the swatch I have come up with in this video. Hope you enjoy, and sorry that it's a neon pink color. Last video that was filmed probably 7 or 8 months ago, I did a dark color yarn and I realized it was incredibly hard to see, but I don't think this is much better because it blinds you. So, hope it's enjoyable. Alright, so today I'm going to teach you how to do the 1x1 rib stitch. Before we get into that, I want to introduce you to... This is Ruby. In case you don't know what a bunny looks like, this is it. This is a bunny. She loves to be petted. Yes. She will appear in every video from now on. I adopted her on February 12th. Oh yeah, she loves being petted. Happy bun. Alright, so right here I've started out with 12 stitches. You can do an even number or an odd number, but if you do an even number, you will start on the same stitch every row, which means you'll just start on if you start with a knit stitch, you'll start with a knit every single time. And if you start with a purl stitch, you'll start with a purl stitch every single time, if you do an even number. If you do an odd number, you'll have to change it every time. Okay, so I'm going to start with the knit stitch. Knit, then I purl, knit, purl, and you just go back and forth until you get to the end. Alright, now for the second row. So for the second row, if you have an even number of stitches and you started on the knit stitch, you would just knit again. You'd start with the knit stitch, and you can tell because it's a V stitch. Kind of looks like a V, and this is the purl because it has the bump, because it comes out a little bit. So you knit, then you purl, and you knit, then you purl, and again you just keep going, and that's the rib stitch. This is what it looks like at 7 rows. You can see that there's an alternation between the purl and knit stitch, and the purl just kind of fades into the background. If you squeeze it together, it kind of looks like regular stockinette, but when you stretch it out, you tell it's not. This is a really stretchy stitch. It's good for edging of any kind, really. Good for cuffs, for sleeves, or anything else, really. Now I'm going to make this into a square. Alright, so this is my square swatch sample thing. Yes, I know it's not perfectly square, but sometimes that's what you get with knitting, or just because, you know, I'm lazy. But it works. It's stretchy in both ways. It's the 1x1 rib stitch. Yeah, have a nice day.